of this room.
The secret of the moving stone.
I need it now.
Look, Countess.
Good heavens, where do those stairs lead?
They just go down.
You don't suppose by any chance there's oil down there?
There's only death down there.
Countess, Madame Constance and Mademoiselle Gabrielle are here.
Show them down. Thank you very much, sewer man. How are you, Constance? How are you, Gabrielle? It's a question of the future of the human race. Today we must make a decision that may alter the fate of the world.
We're listening. What is it, Dickie? You want to sit in on Aurelia's lap? Go on, jump, Dickie. Oh, you're so cute.
If you'd let me get a word in, you'd know a terrible thing has happened at noon. Oh, yes, while I think of it. Do you know a mazurka called La Belle Polonaise?
Yes, Aurelia, but who's interrupting now?
You're right. This morning I discovered there's a whole group of men who intend to tear down the whole city. Humanity is now dedicated to the task of universal destruction. What do you suggest, Gabrielle?
Now how can she tell you until she's consulted her voices?
I could go home right now and consult them, and we could meet again after dinner.
There's no time for that!
Very well then, tell us what you've decided. Since you're asking us our opinion, you've doubtless made up your mind.
I've baited a trap. In just a few minutes, the rats will be here.
Heavens! What are you going to do with them?
That's just the question. Suppose I get these wicked men all here at once in my cellar. Have I the right to exterminate them?
What's your scheme, Aurelia?
Leave it to me.
Wish Josephine were here. She knows all about these things.
Madame Josephine.
Thank heaven.
We're saved.
My dear friends, today, once again, I waited for President Wilson, but he didn't come out.
You'll have to wait quite a while longer before he does. He's been dead since 1924.
I have plenty of time.
We have a legal problem for you. Suppose we had all the world's criminals here in this room, and suppose you had a way of getting rid of them forever. Would you have the right to do it?
Why not?
Exactly my point.
But Josephine, so many people.
De minimis non curat lex. The more there are, the more legal it is. It's impersonal. It's even military. It's the cardinal principle of battle. You get all your enemies in one place and you kill them all together at one time. Because if you had to track them down one by one in their houses and offices, you'd get tired, and sooner or later you'd stop. I believe your idea is very practical, Aurelia. I can't imagine why we never thought of it before.
Well, if you think it's all right to do it.
By all means. Your criminals have had a fair trial, I suppose.
Trial?
Certainly. You can't kill anybody without a trial. That's elementary. No man shall be deprived of life, liberty, and property without due process of law. Without due process of law.
They deprive us of ours.
That's not the point. You're not accused of everything. Every accused, man, woman, or child, has the right to defend himself at the bar of justice.
But if I give them the slightest cause for suspicion, I'll lose them.
There's a simple procedure prescribed in such cases. You can summon the defendants by calling them 3 times, mentally, if you like. If they don't appear, the court may designate an attorney who will represent them. This attorney can then argue their case to the court in absentia, and a judgment can then be rendered.
But I don't know any attorneys, and we only have 10 minutes.
Hurry, Josephine, hurry!
In case of emergency, it is permissible for the court to order the first passerby to act as attorney for the defense. A defense is like a baptism, absolutely indispensable, but you don't have to know anything to do it. Ask Irma to get you something, anybody.
The deaf mute.
Well, that's getting it down a bit fine. That might be questionable on appeal.
Irma!
Yes, Countess?
Who's out there, Irma?
All our friends, Countess. There's the rag picker and...
Send the rag picker down.
Do you think it's wise to have all those millionaires represented by a rag picker?
It's a first-rate choice. Criminals are always represented by their opposites. Murderers by someone who obviously wouldn't hurt a fly. Rapists by a member for the League for Decency. Experience shows us it's the only way world. Justice is justice, my dear.
Greetings, Countess. Greetings, lady.